This is a Ghost Dog mixtape original.
Welcome to Gh0stDog's Big Talk, and I'm your host, Gh0stDog.
It's your boy Gh0stDog with another Tap In Tuesday. I like that name. I'm gonna start calling it that. Tap In Tuesdays. But yeah, man, the official veteran minicamp has begun. First day's in the books. Noticed a couple things. Had Brian Dable up at the podium. Had Coach Priscillo as well as Coach Shea Tierney, as well as Mike Grove from the wide receivers. Had a good couple things to say, man, that I paid attention to that stood out to me. But also gonna get into what Brian Dable had to say about Russell Wilson as well as Jackson Dart. But before we do all that, man, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. You know what time it is, man. Aboriginal Sports Network. Stop playing games with us, man, because you know the work that we put in. Help us help you get better content. Simple mathematics. Make sure you hit that like button. You hit it yet? All right, cool. Now we can get into it. So a couple things that Brian brought up, or rather the media brought up to Brian Dable, should I say. They were asking him as how he feels so far about Jackson Dart's progress. We all know what it is. We all see the videos of him running around giddy, laughing, or it's walking on sunshine damn near. But yeah, no, man. He says so far so good. A couple things, rookie hiccups. You got like a lot of this supposed stuff out there that there's some struggles in OTAs. My personal opinion on that, man, is rookie's gonna rookie. They're gonna make mistakes. It just is what it is. And from what we've learned thus far from Brian Dable's system is that it's complex. But that being the case, Brian Dable has nothing but good things to say about him. As far as I'm concerned, they ran some 7-on-7s today. They asked him as far as why they have him running with the 1s and the 3s. And to me, it's just, it's good signs, man. Good signs that the kid is grasping things. Again, man, I expect some struggles here and there to happen, but all this overblown stuff about him struggling at OTAs, that's hearsay to me, man. That's overblown nonsense. But they also asked him about how important it was for Russ being in the building as far as having that veteran presence, and just had nothing but good things to say about that him being here is fundamental. And I couldn't agree more. I think it is fundamental for a young quarterback's developmental process is to have a veteran here to teach him the right from wrongs, the little nuances of the game that coming in as a rookie, it's trial by fire, and a veteran like Russell Wilson is, man, I can't stress enough just how important it is to have a veteran like that, a Super Bowl winning caliber veteran, no less, like that in this quarterback room to mentor a young Jackson Dart. So I think they set him up great, having a veteran presence like a Russell Wilson. And I said it before, man, I'll say it again. I love what I'm seeing from Russ, man. It's like he just came in and he just injected this infectious mindset, man. It's like you could see it all across the board, man. These you could just tell these players are just buying into what he's selling, man. And you love to see it as a Giants fan because for too long we've been struggling at that major position, that key position, which is the quarterback position. So to have a veteran like Russell come in here and who knows, maybe down the line during the season we can make some noise, but at the very least can be that veteran presence for a young rookie like a Jackson Dart. So I think it's important. I love to see it. It was the right thing to do. That's how they used to do it back in the day. It's a winning formula. So, in the likes of a Patrick Mahomes who sat behind an Alex Smith, in the likes of, even who else can I? Brock Purdy sat behind a little bit. Jalen Hurts sat behind a little bit. So it's a formula for success. You know what I mean? So you want that. You want that for your rookie quarterback for sure. What else we got here? Yeah, no, the struggles, the rookie woes, it's part of the process. But as far as like the danger rush topic, I feel like it's going to be very important for this offensive line to be, at the very least, middle of the pack, for us to be able to see a glimpse of danger rush, which is what I'm going to segue into next. They interviewed Carmine Bracillo. Man, this guy's about his business. They asked him a couple questions specifically about Evan Neal. Asked him about what position they would like, or rather does Carmine see him playing. He said a couple things that has me scratching my head. He said, they want him to be all over the place, be able to play at both sides of the ball. We as Giants fans know seeing the struggles of an Evan Neal, that adding too much all of that on his plate can possibly make it worse for him. Right now, for me at the very least, this is his last shot. So I just don't want to overload him. I want him to be not that I want to hold his hand or anything like that, but being as that he's such a high draft pick, I don't want that to go to waste. So let's not overload him and expect him to flip-flop on both sides and be like this Swiss Army knife all along the line. I say play him at guard, which is the right move, which they did, great, but let's keep him on the left side. It's what he played when he was in college, and I feel like that's where he's most comfortable, and he also played on the left side at the tackle position. But, hey, look, Carmine has confidence in him. He said in the interview he has nothing but good things. He likes everything that he's seen thus far. So I trust Carmine, man. I like what he's done with this offensive line thus far. And, yeah, man, the success of this team as an offensive level perspective is absolutely going to hinge upon the success of this offensive line. And I think Evan Neal is going to play a major key in that. And, man, hey, look, they even asked him about, could he win a starting position at the left guard or at the guard position? And, Carmine Bracillo, respectfully, he's about that business. He said, hey, man, competition is always a good thing, and you got to earn it every day. So I'm cheering for Evan Neal, man. This is his last shot. I want to see him just dominate, man. And him being next to Andrew Thomas, man, it's definitely going to be something to look for. And I can't wait to see it personally. But speaking about offense, that's also going to segue into another part of the offense I would like to talk about, which is this wide receiver room. Now, they asked a couple questions to the wide receiver coach, Mike Gh0, if I'm saying that correctly. Asked him about Hyatt. Asked him about the weight gain. Man, he said he came in ready. He said he came in here prepared. So I expect Jalen Hyatt to at the very least see the end zone, let alone put up some points. And going back to Russ, since he came in here, he's had nothing but glowing things to say about Jalen Hyatt. I get it, he's a third-round pick, but just like Evan Neal, I don't want to see none of these players go to waste. I see the potential in these players, man. I'm just tired of just seeing these draft picks, specifically high draft picks, because to me, anything between a 1 and 3rd round, that's high value, that's starting material. You hate to see these guys just not live up to their potential. So with the weight gain, him coming in prepared, not losing a step as far as his speed, having a Russell Wilson to throw him the ball, man, look, where's Hyatt? We gonna see him. Shout out to Big Dash with the Where's Hyatt tagline. But we definitely gonna find out where he's been at this whole time. We definitely gonna see that for sure. But not to get off the wide receivers, but to go on to another one, Darius Slayton. Man, look, He's another one. And I personally think he's going to have a career year. I've said it before. I'll say it again. And I'll say I told you so when it's happened. Because that's how confident I am. He was Mr. 700. He's going to get 1,000 yards this year. Or close to it. He's going to be banging at that door, man. I'm telling you. Because they're going to have to worry about Malik Neighbors. They're going to have to worry about Wandale Robinson, his little scrappy ass. Hyatt's going to make an appearance. So you're going to put your second or your third corner on Darius Slayton? Yo, shout out to NYG. That boy going to get busy this year. Pay attention is all I got to say about Darius Slayton. You feel me? But yeah, man, this is, and talking about the energy, it's just different in the building this year. For some reason, man, it's just crazy. They asked Mike Groh, the wide receivers coach, what effect does a Russell Wilson, going back again, it's dangerous. I'm telling you, we might see that man this season. A glimpse of, at the very least. But they asked Mike Groh, what effect does a Russell Wilson have for this wide receiver room? And he responded verbatim. Well, rather, he said, you should ask, that's a question for the defenses on the other team, what effect it'll have on them. Because when you have the talent that we have, whether it's the speed, the maneuverability, to play, stretch the field, he said, to work the field. And as I said before, you're going to have to worry about Malik Neighbors, Wandale Robinson, and a Jalen Hyatt. And do not forget a Darius Slayton. And I'd be remiss to not mention Theo Johnson. And we also have a Tyrone Tracy, who, by the way, whose first full year as a running back, well, on a professional and a collegiate level before that, so technically only has 2 years of full-time running back experience. Listen, man. It's like the closer we get, the more I think about the potential of this team. Yo, there is no reason why we shouldn't be able to compete in this division. The NFC East will be the NFC Beast this season. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. But a couple notes on the defense that I noticed. They still, you love to see it, man. These edge rushers. Kayvon looks good, man. They asked him about some of his goals. He says that he expects to get like double digits this season, up and down, career thus far. I'm not on that dude, on that young man. I see him getting busy. Brian Burns, busy. Okay? The young rookie, busy. Gh0stDog's, busy. It's going to be a problem all across this defensive line. Unless we forget that we have a Dex. Oh, and by the way, yo, Spry looking fit. He might have lost a little weight, man. He's looking real twinkle toe-ish out there, man. I expect him to put on a couple dance moves this year, okay? The way he's looking. They got him training light right now, nothing crazy, because, working him slow from their injury last year, which is great. That's what I want to see for all the players. We don't got to rush nothing with these veterans. They know what they're doing. Let's keep them healthy. Let's not do the overload the work. But yeah, man, just a couple notes on this defense. I have no concerns on this defense whatsoever outside of Shane Bowen. You have the pieces. Now it's time to put it together. So, yeah, man. Mini camp, day 1 officially in the books. Oh, man. Cannot wait. Training camp can't come soon enough. Official training camp, rather. Preseason for sure can't come soon enough. Oh, man. And that season opener. against the Washington Commanders. It's gonna be crazy. But with that being said, man, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, please. Trying to get to 100. I'll be posting this video on the Aboriginal Sports Network, but if you can, please go subscribe to my main channel. It's Gh0stDog's Big Talk. Still on the road to 100. We definitely gonna get there. We definitely gonna keep it pushing, because the train don't stop. You hear me? The hope train don't stop. Shout out to Big Pat, the entire Aboriginal Sports Network. Shout out to Big Pat, NYG22, Man Cave, TP Way, Rob Zero, Coach Ed Gladney, Mets, Leave Diggy. You know what it is, man. Go like and subscribe to all their main channels as well. Make sure you leave some comments, man. Tell us how you feel about these OTAs and this mini camp. What you seeing, what you noticing, how you feel about what they saying. You know, maybe I'm bugged out. Maybe we ain't gonna see Dangerous. Maybe it's gonna be all whack. But that's not how I'm feeling. But if that's how you feeling, leave the comments, man. Let's have a conversation. But with that being said, man, Ghost out.
Let me tell y'all something. Why don't you go ahead and hit that button? If y'all feel the vibe, just click subscribe. And if you appreciate the way I spit on the mic, then please